This is Guilin's Buddhist temple, one of the first Buddhist temples in China, I think. It goes back a long way, and it has a history, and the temple itself is actually underneath the mountain. It's carved into the mountain itself, and you will see as we go through, and I'll take you in, that the work and the love and the devotion that has gone into creating this place is amazing. I think I have to do a scan actually here. Hang on. Okay. I'm going to walk you in. I'm not going to film. They're chanting at the moment, and it's rude to film, but maybe you can hear sound. I'm going to take you all the way through. So now we're actually going inside the mountain, under the mountain. Look at this place. It really is, to me, truly magical. And you can see there's the rock over us, and all this has been carved out of the mountain itself. This is carved out of the rock. So this is, I suppose you could call it the foyer, the entrance, and there's a lot more. You hear that gong, that bell? That was the sound that drew me to this place in the first time, 2014. It was the sound of that bell, that gong, that brought me here on my first spring festival, New Year's Eve, in China. So I'm going to take you inside. But we'll say hello to Buddha first. There are many Buddhas in here. And this pool here, I'm going to show you, it comes from here. You see this rock? Stalagmite, stalactite. Tights come down, it's a tight, stalactite. This pool here this is pure water that drips down one drop at a time from the stalagmite there. I'm going to walk you through this amazing place. I think it's one of the wonders of the world for me. And like I say, not just in China, not just in Guilin, but for me, in the whole world, this place. So, let's take you in. And I want to show you all of this. It is truly, truly remarkable. Okay, let's walk down here. You can see that some of the Buddha figures are painted, some are just carved, and all of these are carved by hand into the rock, into the stone, the cast limestone of the mountain. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to walk you back, and we're going to go deeper in and through. I'm going to get this camera position right first. Hang on. It keeps moving because I've got a microphone stuck on the end, and it's kind of upsetting the balance of the camera. So it's not just, if you think, this is not just the Buddha figures that have been carved, but this is the temple itself has been carved from the mountain. And this beautiful music and gongs and drums and bells and chanting that you can hear echoes all through this magical place. And it goes on and it goes deeper. So we will go on and deeper. Isn't it magnificent? Did you ever see a place like this? I'm going to keep going because it's a journey. Come through here. It's a journey. Look, the stalagmites. They've come down naturally through the mountain over hundreds and thousands of years. That's what's above us right now. That's the roof. And like I say, it matters not whether you are of Buddhist faith or not. Anybody can appreciate the magic and the beauty of this creation. And here is one of the large assembly halls. In fact, it's the large assembly hall here, where people come to celebrate and to pray and to meditate. If you look, each of these faces, they're different. So you know you've heard of the terracotta warriors? Well, these are the limestone Buddha. Thousands and thousands and thousands of them. And as I say, this was the first place. This is where I spent my very first spring festival. And then on my first spring festival, New Year's Eve, and I heard this sound. I was out walking around, and I heard this sound, the sound of this gong, and I followed the sound. And the sound led me to this place. And since then, actually, this place has grown, if you like. It's got deeper because they've worked on this for many years. So in the time that I've been here, this place has grown, ever more magical. And it's in every corner, every nook and cranny of this place has this devotion carved into it. Many years, many hands to make this happen. To me, it really is. It's breathtaking. It is stunning. Not just in the carving, but in the natural formation of the rock, in the mountain, underneath the mountain. We're in the heart of what they would call Seven-Star Mountain Park. And we're in the heart of it. We're underneath it. So this is like, I don't know, 100 meters from the doors back there up to here. I'm thinking about when I first came to Guilin, to China, and Guilin, and I chose the quality of life over a huge salary, and it was a very conscious decision. It was I would like to live in a beautiful place that's as clean as I can find in terms of clean air and clean environment, and that's what Guilin has. In fact, more of China has that than most people would believe. China has made great inroads into renewable and recyclable energy, and combating the pollution that any emerging and developing nation will suffer. This is not natural. This is not just China. Any nation that develops will suffer from the course of that development. But China, I know, is now a world leader in wind energy, in solar energy, and in renewable energy. I like this Buddha, it's very peaceful. Just resting on my knee here. You don't mind me? You carry on. Sorry about the camera, it's the microphone. Like I say, I'm trying to do one thing and the camera wants to do something else because it's unbalanced. Anyway. Balance. Now there's a word. There's a word to conjure with, balance. There is in Chinese philosophy, Tao, the balance, the duality of man and nature, the universe. There is this intertwined yin-yang of things. And this is a very deep philosophy, and a great writer that I enjoy reading and listening to his lectures very much is a guy named Alan Watts, W-A-T-T-S, Alan Watts, and he was one of the first Westerners to come to China many years ago, 1920, 1930 something, and he was a holy man, a priest, and he came here and he really got into the whole Eastern way of thinking, and he took that thinking back to the West. He was probably the first man, and his lectures and his talks And he calls himself, he doesn't make any great claims, he calls himself a spiritual entertainer. And he is a very entertaining fellow to listen to. And what he does, he likes to provoke your thought. He enjoyed to make you think about things, to consider the deeper things in life and the universe and how they relate to you. And I would recommend listening to him and his work. Let's walk back to the bell like I did in 2014. I followed the sound of the gong coming from under the mountain, and it led me here. I would like to come to this pool before I go and just give myself a little baptism with some mountain water before I go. So I'm just going to say bye-bye for now and walk you back out. And thank you. And look at the view. It really is magical. That was me bowing. This is me bowing again. And I'm going to show you this because it is quite beautiful. I don't want to go in because it's not light, I don't think. But look at this. Thank you. Isn't this beautiful?